Okay. Right, let's make a start. So if everyone can come into a comfortable cross-legged, ideally cross-legged seated position, so nothing fancy, just a normal cross legs. Ideally, you need to put something underneath your seat because we're going to be here for a little while. So it doesn't need to be anything too high, but a cushion, or exactly, you can roll up a blanket, just something so that your seat, your hips are higher than your knees. Okay, so sitting up tall, finding some length in the spine. Once you're comfortable, we're just going to close down the eyes. In England, it's an hour earlier than it is in Italy, so you've probably all just woken up, potentially. So just taking a few minutes just to make that transition from fast asleep to coming onto the mat and just arriving here. Okay, so settling, grounding down into our sit bones, opening up across the chest. So trying to sit up tall. Imagine that you've got something behind your back and that you're sitting up against it. If you're finding this quite difficult, you can just sit up against a wall. That's absolutely fine. It is still quite early. Okay, and just finding our natural breath here. So just bringing our awareness to our breath. We're going to inhale for the count of 4 and exhale for the count of 4. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Try and find that breath. Try and hear it. Inhale through the nose, ideally. 3, 4. Exhale again through the nose. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Just do 3 more like that on your own, following the count of 4. Okay, so this month we're working with the theme of ahimsa, which is the first of the 5 yamas of Patanjali's Ashtanga 8-limbed yoga. So the yamas are the first limb, the very first arm, I guess you can call it, of the yoga philosophy. Doing the positions that we're about to do, that's just one of the other arms. The very first thing are the 5 ethical precepts, they're called the yamas. And the first of those precepts is ahimsa, which is what we're looking at today, which is, or this month, which is non-violence, or literally away from violence. So we'll be practicing compassion on the mat towards ourselves, and also hopefully towards the people around us and the people that we don't know, animals, our cats like Daria's got there, I can see, pets, but also just any living being, whether we know them or not. We are going to try and practice compassion towards them. Okay, so we're going to make a start with some gentle movement. This class is quite a slow one. There are some more dynamic classes throughout the week, but we'll keep this one quite relaxed. Okay, so lifting the right arm, bringing your elbow up alongside your ear, and taking your right hand onto your left knee, or as close as you can get to it. Then we're going to lift our left arm, and we're going to bring our left hand onto our left knee, or again onto your left thigh. If you're on a block or quite high, it can be quite hard to get to reach your knee. So just have a feel and see how you go. So breathing in here, finding as much length as you can without moving your hands. And then as you exhale, take the chin towards the chest. So in this class, we're going to be working on the neck and the shoulders. I think a lot of us are working from home, or if not, at least just at home quite a lot, maybe sat down quite a lot. We're all often on our phones, tablets, computers. So we're going to work to really stretch into the neck and the shoulders. Take a deep breath here. And breathe out, try to bring your neck closer to your chest. See if you can feel a stretch already through the shoulders and the back of the neck. As you inhale, we're going to lift the arms, almost like we're taking off a jumper. So crossing over the arms, taking them over our head, stretching up like you stretch first thing in the morning, and then taking your arms back down to your side. We're going to swap the cross of the arms, so lifting now the left arm alongside the ear and taking your left hand onto your left knee, raising your right arm and bringing your right hand onto your left knee. See how it is on this side. It might be different, might be the same. Inhale, find as much length as you can in the spine. Good, Daria. And then exhale, take the chin down towards the chest. Just starting with a gentle opening across the shoulders. You can always come back to that breath that we did at the beginning, counting in for 4, exhale for 4, if your mind wanders at any stage. But just trying to be present as we are in this moment. Take one more inhale and exhale, bow the head. Inhale, we're going to come up like we did before, crossing over the forearms, reaching above our head. This can already be a bit sticky when you get to about here. And then reaching up with the arms, taking a big stretch. Exhale, take the arms down to the sides, fingertips onto the ground. Here we're going to do some quite subtle movements, so you might want to close your eyes, but if you need to look at me first, that's fine. So as we inhale, we're going to take our right arm up to shoulder height, just up to the same height as the shoulder. So you've got a line coming out, that's it, good. And you're going to flex your hand, so the fingertips are pointing up, that's it, good. From here, we inhale, extend the crown of the head up to the sky, top of the head up to the sky, find some more length in the spine. And then exhale, take the left ear over to the left shoulder. Try to keep the arm where it is. So try to keep the arm out, that's it, Mum. Good. Breathing here into the side of the neck. And coming up to center, inhale. Exhale, release the arm down. Coming onto the other side, lifting our left arm up parallel with the shoulder. And then we're going to take our ear over to the other side, so the right ear onto the right shoulder. If you want to increase the stretch, you can walk your fingertips away slightly, your right fingertips away, always with the hand flexed, left hand flexed. Good, everyone. Lexi, I can only see your arm. It's nice to see you. Perfect. Okay, inhale, finding some stretch down the side of the left hand side of the neck. Exhale, coming back to center. Okay, here we're just going to do some really simple neck rolls. So to start with, we're going to bring our chin down to the chest and then rock the right ear again over to the right shoulder, but it's a bit deeper this time. Inhale back to center. Exhale, roll your left ear onto your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, back to center. You can carry on with that because some people don't like going back, but if you're happy to, you can take your head now back, so the chin pointing up towards the sky, and do the same thing here. So taking the ear over to the shoulder from the back, and then over to the left. You might hear some cracking and crunching like me. Left and right. Really nice, everyone. Now you can take your head all the way around in a full circle a couple of times, and then take it in the other direction. Good. Okay, when you're finished, we're going to cross the legs the other way. So I've got my right shin in front at the moment, and I'm going to now take my left shin in front, and it might feel a bit odd. This is the unnatural way. We're then going to clasp our fingers behind our back, as I'm just showing you here in front. So we make a fist behind our back, and then take the fist away from your seat, away from your back. And you can stay here upright, or if you want to add a hip stretch, you could start to bring the chest down towards the floor, see how you go. But the main aim is to open the chest and take your fist as far away as you can from the body. So we're really opening across the shoulder blades here. Relaxing the neck, the chin can come to the chest. Taking a deep breath in here. And we're going to breathe out through the mouth. This is a bit strange if you haven't done it before, so bear with me. We're going to stick our tongue out and do something called lion's breath, which is breathing out through the mouth with the tongue sticking out. So we're all going to take a deep breath in, and then open your mouth, stick your tongue out, let all the air out. And again, taking a really deep breath in, and then let all the air out. Final one, biggest breath of the morning. And then all the air out. Good, okay. Working still with the theme of the animals, we're going to come and do a cat-cow position. So coming into a tabletop, I'm going to turn off this video now so you can just see my main screen. Okay. So hopefully you can see that. So taking away any cushions or padding. Let me just, okay, pin. Hopefully you can see me. Okay, so we're going to come into a neutral tabletop position to start with. So wrists under the elbows, elbows under the shoulders, and then the knees are lined up underneath your hips, and your back is in a flat position. So literally a table, you could put a glass of water on it and it wouldn't fall off. So it's in a neutral position. Your toes are tucked here, so we're on our toes. That's it, good. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in, and drop the belly down, keep pressing into the hands and lift the chin up to the sky. So you're creating a curve in the spine. And then as you exhale, we're going in the opposite direction, taking the chin to the chest, pushing into the hands again and arching up through the shoulder blades. This is the cat position. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up, the cow. Exhale, chin to the chest. Draw the navel in towards the spine. Just mobilizing the spine here. Work with your breath as you inhale, cow, dipping the belly. And then as we exhale, we're going into that cat position. Where's Mr. Fish, Tom and Lexi? Inhale. And exhale. Just for a few breaths now. You can continue with that movement if that's okay with you. If not, we're going to do a bit of freestyle. So you can move your hips to the left, move them to the right. You can come forward. You can rock back. Just working any movement into the hips, spine, shoulders, rotating the neck. Good, Elena, lovely. Really nice. Just finding whatever movement feels good. Okay. We're all now going to come back into child's pose, just because I know, for example, my brother hasn't done yoga before, so I'm going to show you what child's pose is. So we bring our toes together. I can't believe you've never done yoga before, all these years. Anyway, it takes me to move to Italy. So knees can be together or apart, whatever feels more comfortable for you. And then we're just going to walk the hands forward. And you can relax the forearms onto the floor and bring your forehead down onto the mat. That will really stretch across your shoulders. So if that's quite intense, you can take your arms back alongside your body and your hands next to your feet. So this is child's pose or balasana. And you can come into this pose at any time. So if at any point you feel like you want a rest, this is the pose to come to, and you can just let everything go and relax here. Okay, when you're ready, coming back into that tabletop position, pressing into your hands, into your knees. We're going to sit back towards onto our heels. So still with the toes tucked, we just sit back onto our heels and start to stretch into the soles of the feet. Again, this is something we don't really do. We're going to just rotate the wrists. So again, when we're new to the practice, it can be quite, actually even now, it can be quite hard on our wrists when we do downward dog first thing in the morning, which we're coming into in a minute. So just rotate the wrists and clasp the fingers, or just keep them apart, that's fine. Keep going in all directions. Really good. Okay, perfect. Got some nice wrist rolls going here. Okay, so coming back into tabletop again. This time we're going to extend the right leg back behind you. So straightening as much as possible, straightening the right leg, and the left knee stays under the left hip. So keep pushing into your hands, just extending the right leg back. And then as you exhale, bring that right knee back down. Inhale, take the left foot back, extend the left leg, stretching just a mild stretch down the back of the legs into the hamstrings. You can rock a little bit back and forth, that feels nice. And exhale, bring your knee to the mat. I'm going to do once more on either side before we add some extra movement. So taking the right foot back, stretching the heel, the sole of the foot, calves and thighs. Come back to center, stretching on the left side, taking the left foot back. Keep pushing into your hands, so don't collapse down, keep pushing up between the shoulder blades. And then bring your left knee back next to your right. We're now going to take our right foot back. You might have guessed this one. And as you inhale, lift your left arm and lift your right toes off the floor. And hold here for 5. Breathing in and breathing out. Hold it, keep engaging your abdominals, keep stretching in all directions, and then release back down. Same on the other side, extending the left foot back. We're now going to take the right arm out in front and then lift the left leg as well. So just practicing balancing here, engaging the abdominals. Keep breathing, keep your focus, gazing at something in front of you. Okay, good. So lowering down with the knees, and we're going to walk the knees back behind you. So keep the hands where they are, but just walk the knees back. I'm going to take the seat back towards the heels, but not completely onto them. We're just going to start moving in that direction and then walk the hands out in front of you. So we're coming into, again, another animal puppy pose, this is called. So it is like a puppy that's kind of crouching, ready to pounce. And here, if you've got maybe a cushion or one of these yoga blocks or some books or anything, something that you could rest your forehead on, that might be quite nice. You might be able to already get your forehead onto the floor. Just see how open your shoulders are. Yeah, a pillow or cushion is good. And this should be quite a strong stretch into your shoulders. So spreading the fingers nice and wide in preparation for our downward facing dog in a while. We're still stretching the soles of the feet, opening up across the shoulders. And really sinking the chest down towards the floor, opening across the heart, which for those of you who know the chakras is your Anahata chakra. The one that is, of course, most associated with compassion. Just feeling everything opening gradually. Okay, so this one can be quite a strong pose, but you're going to keep pressing down. So keep your knees where they are. Keep pressing down into your right hand. We're just going to lift our left arm up towards the sky as far as it can go. It might not go that far, so just try to keep your torso parallel. Just lift your left arm up, that's it. Out to the side, Elena, so a little bit higher out to the side. And then we're going to thread it underneath our right arm. So we're doing a thread the needle. So that left arm goes underneath your extended right arm. You're going to thread the needle, and then you can rest your forearm onto the floor. So it is quite strong. If it's too much, just walk your right fingertips back. If you want more of a stretch, walk both fingertips away. So your right fingertips and your left hand. Again, if you've got something to rest your head onto, that's quite nice. And keep pushing your seat back towards your heels. Again, that's going to intensify the stretch. So just breathing here into the shoulders, also into the biceps, something we probably don't really stretch too much. Keeping the breath long, slow and deep. And if it's not, just come back. If it's not a long breath, if you find it quite difficult to breathe, just come back a step, that's fine. Okay, as we inhale, we're going to unwind, take the left arm back up to the sky, stretch open, twisting to the side, and then exhale, take that left hand back down. I'm going to do the same on the other side. So inhale, take your right fingertips up to the sky, twisting open to the right, and then exhale, take your right hand underneath and your right arm underneath your left arm, threading the needle, as we call it. Bringing your right forearm down to rest onto the mat, and you can walk those left fingertips either away for a stronger stretch or back towards you. And you can come onto your right ear if that's more comfortable, just to facilitate the stretch. Okay, taking one more deep breath here. And inhale, reversing the movement. We're going to lift that right arm up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands now underneath the shoulders again, back to the tabletop neutral position. We're going to come into downward facing dog. So Adho Mukha Svanasana, tucking the toes under, lifting the knees, taking our chest back towards our thighs, or our stomach back towards our thighs, and then gradually stretching the legs. So pressing into the hands, pressing into the feet, trying to bring the heels towards the floor. Nice, Daria. Shoulders away from the ears. We can pedal out in the feet here, so bending one knee, stretching the other hamstring, and then bending the other knee. The other heel goes down towards the floor. Just keep moving with the breath. Doing what feels good here. Okay, softening the knees, looking forward. We're going to walk in small steps towards the front of the mat. So in as many steps as you can, lots and lots of little tiny baby steps, all the way to the front of the mat. And then we're going to hang over our legs. So if this is quite strong, you can take a deep bend in your knees. If not, you can find some support with your hands on your thighs or on your shins. If that's easy, if you're quite open, you can take opposite elbows like Daria, swaying side to side. Just finding your stretch here. The main stretch we want to feel is in the back, the lower back, and then all the way down the backs of the legs. So do whatever you need to do here. Okay. So here, everyone is going to bend their knees very generously so that you can get your abdomen, your stomach, onto your knees or near your thighs, I should say. And then we can take our elbows onto our knees. So we've got our hands facing our face, elbows on our knees, chest is facing down. And we're just going to give ourselves a bit of a neck and shoulder massage from here. We're in a perfect position just to take our hands to our neck and our shoulders and just massage. That's it. Just massage into your neck, into your shoulders. Lovely. That's it. Really nice. Moving into the head, just working with the fingertips, releasing some of the pressure. Okay, when you're ready, you're going to release that and roll up through the spine, coming into Tadasana, our mountain pose. This is where we start our sun salutations. So we're going to keep it quite easy today. We're just going to do 3 sets of Surya Namaskar A without a hold in between. So I'll take you through it, but we'll take it easy. Okay, so follow my instructions, especially if you haven't done this before. So pressing into the feet, we're going to again find length through the spine. The top of the head reaches up towards the sky. Arms open, palms facing forward, hands active. Good, Tom, good man. Okay, inhale, press the palms together, bring the palms in front of the chest, all the way up towards the sky, fingertips up, gazes up, Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, we're going to fold forward, take our hands down to the ground and bend your knees as much as you need to get your hands onto the mat, flat onto the mat. Inhale, look up, find length in the spine. Exhale, take your right foot back, left foot back to a plank, and we're going to lower our knees, chest and chin. Inhale, slide forward, press into the palms. This is cobra, lifting the chest. Exhale, take your seat back to your heels, tuck the toes, and then we lift back up as we did at the beginning into downward facing dog. So we're not going to hold here. We're going to take our right foot between our hands into a lunge. Left foot comes to meet it. We're back in that Uttanasana position with the spine neutral. Exhale, now fold forward, bend your knees as much as you need to get the hands flat down. Inhale, press the palms together. Palms go through the center of the body. Fingertips up to the sky. This is Urdhva, means up, Namaskar. Exhale, release the hands alongside the body. And we're back in Tadasana. That was 1 round. We're going to do 3. Second round, inhale, press the palms. The prayer goes through The center of the chest, fingertips up to the sky, gaze up. Exhale, pull the navel in, bend the knees if you need to. Take the hands down to the mat. Inhale, look up, lengthen the spine, hands stay down. Exhale, this time take the left foot back to your lunge. Right foot comes to meet it, we're in a plank. And lower the knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, we slide forward, the hips come down, lower ribs stay down, we just lift the chest, pressing into the palms, cobra. Exhale, take the seat back to the heels, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, step the left foot between the hands, lunge on your left side. Right foot comes to meet it, look up. Exhale, fold forward, bend your knees, plant the palms down. Inhale, press the hands, raise the fingertips to the sky. Exhale, Tadasana. Good, everyone. Okay, last one. And then this last one, we're going to hold the final pose of downward dog. If you want to come into child's pose that we saw at the beginning, that's absolutely fine. Okay, inhale, press the palms, gaze to the fingertips. Exhale, fold forward and down, hinging at the hips, taking your hands down to the mat and knees. Inhale, look up and lengthen. Exhale, step, or you can jump back to a plank position. Good, Daria. And then exhale, chaturanga if you've done it before, or if not, knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana or cobra. Exhale, seat to the heels, stretching the legs back into downward facing dog. So we're going to hold here this time for 5 breaths. This is 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, finding your breath again, breathing through the nose, lips are lightly sealed. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Remember, you can come down into child's pose at any time. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Okay, listen carefully. Going to inhale, lift the right leg up to the sky, pressing down to our left, ball of our left foot. And then bring the right foot between the hands and the left knee now comes down. So we're in a low lunge here. Inhale, take the arms up above the head, bringing your hands into the same prayer position, pressing the palms. Gaze up towards the hands if you can, if you've got the balance, if not, straight forward. And we're in our crescent lunge position. So you can keep lifting the fingertips up towards the sky, up towards the ceiling. And as you exhale, find a gentle arch in the back. But go slow, it's still early. So as you inhale, you find length reaching up higher. And as you exhale, you can start to take the hands back behind you. So keep pressing into that front right foot. Your right knee should be over your right ankle, so not going too far forward. Keep breathing. And one more inhale. And then exhale, taking the hands down to frame the front foot, stepping back into downward dog. Inhale, lifting the left leg up to the sky. Exhale, taking your left foot between the hands. And then we're going to lower the back knee, the right knee, and point the back toes. Nice, Elena. Inhale, raise the arms, fingertips up to the sky in prayer position, or if this is hard for the shoulders, you can keep your hands at shoulder width apart, that is fine. Gazing up, crescent moon on the left side, opening into the hip flexors. Keep your abdominals engaged, keep your glutes engaged here. Inhaling, finding length. Exhaling, we can gently start to arch back. Inhale. Exhale, arching back. Taking one more deep breath in. And then exhale, we'll take the hands down to frame the left foot, this time tucking under the right toes and stepping into our forward fold at the front of the mat, Uttanasana. Again, bending your knees as much as you need to here. Perhaps you can start to straighten them, bringing your hands onto the floor or onto your shins. Just feeling a slightly deeper stretch than at the beginning of the class, because we've started to warm up now into our hamstrings. Again, maybe taking opposite elbows here, swaying side to side, just finding some more depth here. Okay, rolling up into Tadasana, arms alongside the body. Taking another flow here. So inhale, pressing the palms, raising the fingertips up to the sky, Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, fold forward and down, Uttanasana. Inhale, pressing into the palms, gaze up. Exhale, step or float back to plank, lowering through Chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Inhale, Cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, down facing dog. Inhale, raise your right leg. Exhale, taking your right foot through between the hands again. So we're back into our lunge. This time the back knee is lifted, your left knee is lifted, but you can take it down at any time. In fact, if you want to start with your back knee lifted, that's fine. We're going to inhale, raise just the right arm this time. Then as we exhale, we'll bend the right elbow and take the right hand in between the shoulder blades. Inhaling, taking the left hand underneath the right hand. See if you can find a clasp. So we're opening into the underside of that right arm. And just opening up here. If you can't find the clasp, you can just take hold of your t-shirt. That's fine. So Daria, if you just have a look at the camera perhaps. So bring your left knee down just to start with. And then raise your right arm up to the sky alongside the ear, looking forward. Your torso is upright. So we're in an upright lunge, that's it. And then bend your right elbow, take your right hand between your shoulder blades and then clasp, that's it, perfect. So inhaling, the elbow goes up higher to the sky. Exhale, you can also find a bit of a back bend here. Again, keeping your left knee down, or if you want a bit more of a challenge, you can lift that left knee and find the burn. Good. Keeping your balance, one more breath here. And then exhale, take the left knee down if it's raised. Release the hands, frame the front foot, and step back into a downward facing dog. So we'll do all of that on the left-hand side. So inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, take the left foot between the hands, lower the back knee. We're going to rise up with the torso. So the torso is vertical. Lifting our left arm up alongside the left ear, and then bending our left elbow, taking the left palm between the shoulder blades. Now we can take our right hand behind us, behind our back, and taking hold of whatever you can. So if you've got some socks, you could always use some socks to bridge the gap. If not, just taking hold of your t-shirt, or if you can find the clasp, that's great. Holding here, or again, you can tuck the back toes and lift your right knee off the floor. Inhale, finding length. Exhale, starting to arch back. Inhale. Exhale, arching back. Really nice, everyone. Inhale, back to center. And then exhale, we'll frame the right foot. And then step back again to downward facing dog. So if you want to take a rest here, that's fine. We're just going to do a small vinyasa flow sequence. So inhale, raise the right leg to the sky. Exhale, take the right foot between the hands, pivot on the back foot. So the back foot is now grounded and at 45 degrees, rising up into warrior one. So the fingertips are reaching up towards the sky, the right knee is bent. Exhale, open and expand into warrior two. Inhale, we're going to reverse the warrior, take the left hand down the left thigh, the right hand goes up and over. Exhale, listen carefully, you're going to take the right hand to the instep of the right foot, so inside the right foot, lift the left arm up to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, step back to a plank. We're going to lower chaturanga or knees, chest and chin to the mat. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, seat to heels, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands. We're going to pivot again on the right foot this time. Rise up into warrior one. Hands that are in prayer or at shoulder width. Exhale, open and expand into warrior two. Inhale, right hand comes down, right thigh, left arm up and over, reverse warrior. Exhale, take your left hand to your instep. And we're going to inhale to lift our right fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, take the hands back down. Frame the front foot and lowering knees, chest and chin. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Really nice, everyone. Okay, we're going to do an optional repeat of that sequence. So if you want to stay in downward dog or lower the knees, that's absolutely fine. If not, follow me. So inhale, rise, the right foot to the sky. Exhale, taking it between the hands, pivot on the back foot, rise, warrior one. Exhale, open to the side, warrior two, hands expand, good. Inhale, reverse the warrior, right fingertips to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the instep, lift the left fingertips up to the sky. Exhale, step back to a plank, lowering the knees, the chest and the chin. Inhale, cobra or Urdhva Namaskar. Exhale, Urdhva Mukha, sorry. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Inhale, lifting the left leg. Exhale, taking the left foot between the hands, pivoting on the back foot, 45 degrees, pressing into both heels. Strong legs, rise, warrior one. Exhale, opening to the side, hips expanding, warrior two. Inhale, the right arm comes down, left arm up and over. Exhale, left hand to the instep. Lifting the right hand as we inhale. Exhale, frame the front foot, stepping back to a plank, lowering through knees, chest and chin or chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, finding our breath. We can pedal out in our downward facing dog, perhaps finding more space than we did at the beginning. And then looking forward, stepping our right foot between our hands, left foot comes to meet it, and we're back in Uttanasana. So just using this as a bit of a resting pose, but finding a bit of a stretch at the same time. We're going to copy what we did at the beginning. So take our hands and clasp them behind our back. So we make a fist behind our back. You can bend your knees here. And then as you exhale, we're going to try and take the fist away from our seat, extending through the legs if you can. Really nice, everyone. So really opening across the shoulders here. Taking one more deep breath in here. And exhale, see if you can fold deeper. Inhale, we're going to rise all the way up, unfurling. Finding ourselves in Tadasana, rolling the shoulders up, back and down. Okay, from here, we're all going to take a big step out to the side. It doesn't matter which side, but I probably suggest facing the camera might make sense. So we're all in a wide-legged position here. So the hips are facing forward, the feet are parallel, toes facing forward as well. So we're going to inhale here, lift the arms up to the sky, and then exhale, release them out to the side, all the way down, slowly, being aware of every move. We're going to do that again. So inhale, take the arms up to the sky, fingertips reach up. You can close your eyes if you want to. Exhale, taking the arms back alongside the body. Inhale, last one. Fingertips reaching up. Exhale, releasing the fingertips alongside the body. Okay, last bit of hard work and then we're done. So taking your hands into a prayer position in front of your chest, so pressing the palms. We're going to bring the heels in and the toes out. So heels in, toes out. Toes are sort of parallel facing the edges of your mat. Going to inhale all together and then exhale, bend the knees slowly, coming down into a wide squat. This is called goddess pose. So with every inhale, we're lengthening through the spine, making sure that our knees aren't falling in too much. So trying to bring our knees back over our ankles, and exhale, sinking a little bit deeper. Inhale, lift your right heel off the floor. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your left heel. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your right heel. Exhale, release it back down. Inhale, left heel. Exhale, release it a little lower. Feel the burn. Inhale, we're going to continue with that or raise both heels if you can. Holding here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. Inhale, stretch the legs. We're just going to shake it out a little bit, get rid of any tension in the body. So just let your body go. We're going to stay soft with the knees and start moving left to right with from your hips. So you can start to take the arms with you, right and left, right and left. Starting with quite a gentle movement. This is something that I've got from Yoga with Adrian, which I've been following for the month of January. It's brilliant, all free on YouTube for the month of January. She's done a sequence and she often does this. She calls it knocking on heaven's door. But yeah, it's just really good to release any tension in the spine. So starting to speed up the movement now. Going from right to left, left to right. You can add a little bit of a Kapalabhati breath if you know what that is. So it's the neutral inhale and the short, sharp exhale. If you haven't done it before, don't worry. But if you have, you can come with me. So we're literally just doing a short, sharp exhale as we move. The inhale takes care of itself through the nose. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowing down, closing the eyes. Everyone close the eyes. And just start to observe. See how you feel. Just keep the attention inwards for just a moment. And then when you're ready, opening the eyes, we're going to come down onto the mat. So we'll do it in a yogic way. So bringing the hands together back into prayer, taking the toes out, heels in, and we're going to bend our knees and come down, maybe with 2 breaths. So stopping halfway, taking another inhale. And then as you exhale, taking your seat down, we're coming into malasana, or a squat position. You might need to adjust your feet. You can also stay on your toes, that's no problem. Or if you've got a blanket, you can put a blanket underneath your heels. We're pressing your elbows against your inner thighs, opening the chest. So being careful not to round your back here, but really staying open. Here again, we're opening up in the heart area and also into the hips and the groin. We'll all take 1 deep breath in here together. And then exhale, you're just going to lower your seat all the way down to the ground. Good. Okay, so bringing the soles of the feet together. Here again, you might want to sit onto something. I'm going to sit on a cushion so that your hips again are just elevated slightly. So bringing the soles of the feet together, I'm going to inhale, sit up tall, crown of the head reaches up towards the sky. And then as you exhale, we're going to take the soles of the feet out. So opening them up like a book towards the sky, and start to reach forward, chin forward in front of the toes for Baddha Konasana B, butterfly pose B. So inhaling, finding length, opening across the chest, and then exhale, we fold forward from the hips. Inhale, reach forward with the chin, shoulders away from the ears. You can use your elbows to press into your thighs. Exhale, folding forward. 1 more inhale, extending the chest. Exhale, folding forward. We're just going to hold here for 3 breaths. Just letting the hips release. One more breath. Inhale, walk the hands back, come up to a seated position. We're going to bring the knees together and just come onto our mat the long way. So we're going to come down to lie on our backs. So keeping the knees bent, the soles of the feet onto the floor. You can hold onto your shins and sit up tall. So it's really important to find that length in the spine. There's so much of the time that we're just crouched over. So really pressing into your shins. Good one. Extended the crown of the head up to the sky. And then we're going to round through the lower back and start to make our way down towards the ground. So pressing into the soles of the feet. You can let go of the hands now. Hands come alongside the thighs and really slowly to the count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your back onto the mat. I'm going to come up here into a bridge pose. So hands alongside the body, palms pressing down, feet pressing down. As we inhale, lifting the hips, lower back, middle back, and upper back. Exhale, keeping it fluid. So coming back down in stages, trying to feel all of your vertebra. Inhale, pressing into the hands and the soles of the feet, lifting the hips, middle back, upper back. Exhale, reversing back down, middle back, lower back, hips to the floor. One more, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to add the arms. So inhale, lifting the hips and the arms all the way back over the head. And then exhale, bringing the hips back down, bringing the arms alongside the body. 2 more, inhale, arms up, hips up. Backs of the hands can rest behind the head. Exhale, coming back down. 1 more, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Okay, bringing the feet to mat width apart and the knees together. So your feet need to be wider than your knees. And the knees are knocking in. You're going to take an inhale and then exhale. Keep the feet where they are and just take the knees over to the left. So the hands can stay on the stomach, or the arms can stretch out into a cross, or you can do cactus arms, bending the arms at right angles, whatever feels good for you. So inhale, come back to center, exhale over to the right. Inhale back to center. We're just doing wind screen wiper legs. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the side, moving with your own breath. Just neutralizing the spine. You can stay slightly longer on one side if you like. And then switching sides. Do 1 more on each side. And then when you're ready, we're going to come into our final resting pose. So if you want to put any socks on or any jumpers, anything to keep you warm. And then extend your legs out wide, probably mat width apart, relaxing the feet out completely. Arms not too close to the body, maybe 30 degrees away, 40 degrees away from the body. Resting the back of the head, resting the shoulders, feeling the full weight of the body now, just resting onto the mat. You can let go of any control of the breath, any deliberate breathing, any tension in the muscles. Just feel everything heavy here. Just letting everything go for the next few minutes. There's nowhere else you need to be, just relaxing into the moment. So just to give you a quote from the Dalai Lama here, he says, "Love and compassion are necessities, not luxuries. Without them, humanity cannot survive. If you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion." Starting to find some movement in the fingers and the toes. Taking the neck from side to side. Taking the arms up above the head, stretching from the fingertips all the way down to the toes. Finding length, finding space. Bringing the knees into the chest, squeezing them in. You can rock here from side to side. And when you're ready, coming onto one side, rolling all the way over. Pausing on your side for a moment. And then pressing into your top hand, keeping the eyes closed, coming up, back up into your seated position. You're going to take the hands into prayer at the heart center again. We're going to end with a call and response mantra, which is, it's Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. So it means, may all beings be happy and free, and may my thoughts, words, and actions contribute to their happiness and freedom. So I'll start, and then if you repeat back, you can sing or just say it, that's fine. So hands to the chest, taking a deep breath in. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Really nice, everyone. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much for coming. It's a really lovely way to start the week together. I hope you enjoyed it. I will keep everyone on mute just so that you can stay relaxed before you start your day. Sorry, we've gone a little bit over. I'm sorry this Shavasana wasn't very long. But if you've got time, just take a few minutes just before you rush into work now. If you've got any comments, just message me if there's anything that you'd like to see differently. And hopefully see you soon.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Adios. Ciao. Bye. Thank you.